Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, I just found the Fardriver. So I mean, I'm connected to weight. It's connected, weight bound. So when it gets bound, then I can update this thing and program this damn thing, so I get some better speed out of it. Because as it is, it goes pretty slow, and it was going really slow uphill. So I gotta tune it, and I can't get top speed until I tune down the wattage and amperage, because by default it's too high. Okay, it's trying to bind, weight bound. What's that mean? It's trying to bind to it. I wonder if it had trouble because I put the metal hood on because it started raining, man. I want to get water on this. It's like a $400 Fardriver, so I'm like, why even let it get wet? It's like $300 really, but still, that's not the point. The point is, don't let it get wet. Oh, it's connected. It says connected. If it's connected, it's bound. And even says the button says unbound. So now we're good. Now we gotta see what we can do here. High gear output. It says, oh, bind. It'll bind it, man. Bound controller. Yes. Yeah, we're bound. See that? It says bound. Read it. Bound controller, SJEW, blah 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 blah. That's the number of that's the serial number of the Fardriver. Bound. Okay. Bound device. Okay. Yes. High gear speed 100%. Middle gear speed. Bind. Unbound. I don't know what the hell that means. Unbound controller, whatever that means. Okay. I'm not unbinding nothing. Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's acting weird. Why would it say that, you know, unbound or whatever? Beyond me. But it did find it, so we're in business now. Now we're in business. It's even finding the GoPro. This is GoPro I'm using to record this right now. So we're cooking with gas now. Oh yeah. I think you hear me knock. I think I'm coming in. I think it is still bound actually, because like, you know, what the hell. Top. Scan. Scan, bitch. Just put it closer. I don't know, the metal housing, you know, the metal housing maybe hurting it, or any connection. I doubt it, man. The Wi-Fi can go through this. It's not that thick metal. Just put it near the seat. Or I can take the seat off, right? If it found it once, it's gonna find it again. I can't tell you what a relief it is, because there's a whole lot of money, you know, invested in this, plus paying the guy to, it only cost him $40. He only charged me $40 to really put it in. Well, yeah, about $60 I think to put it in, because the tire was 160. He charged me $220 overall. So, but anyway, that includes the labor. The tire itself was, you know, the tire itself cost 160. So, you know, maybe $20 labor to put in the tire. So it was like $40 labor for him to put in the Fardriver. I helped him though. I mean, he didn't have the app. He doesn't have like the software, you know, to tune it, and he didn't have the PDF. You know, PDF is basically the whole pinout diagram and everything you need to know about the Fardriver, right? Well, we found it once, man. I can't tell you how relieved I am, man. Cause it seemed like a big bust, and like, being that it's Chinese, right? You don't have a whole lot of help, you know. You don't have a whole lot of help, you know, getting stuff connected. Why? I don't know why it's. Well, it's connected to GoPro. The GoPro's right next to it. That's why. What can I tell you? I could turn off the GoPro. Maybe it'll just, you know. Yeah, I'll try that and then reconnect. But yeah, hey, man. What's unbound mean? So you take the bound device. Whoa, it's bound to what? It was bound to something. I think it was bound to the damn. I think I may not be unbound from the thing yet, because it's saying is about how many frames it's been bound. So that means it was bound. Bind. Control is not bound on or login. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna hold the app off and turn it back on. and close some of this shit. That was extra shit running in the background. It's eating up, you know, memory power, because these Samsung phones, they suck with memory. If they don't have enough memory, a lot of apps don't work properly. Yeah, see, there it is right there. Found. It's connected. Bound. Wait how long, bruh? It's saying wait bound. Wait how long? Because I was putting the bike back together. You know, I put this piece back on, you know, for the fender, for the fairing and everything. But I'm gonna have to take that back off again to get a better connection. Because hey man, I'm doing better than I was before. And actually, it was bound for this many frames. See how many frames it was? Over 300,000 frames it was bound. Well, it would have to start to rain as soon as I come outside. That's why I give a fucking wasting time playing Destiny, man. Destiny's just a fucking time eater of a game. I was playing that shit just a little bit, just level up to do the new raid. I mean, I paid, you know, $60 for the stupid, you know, whatever, the download thing. So I might as well play it, you know, the DLC. I guess I might as well play it, but you gotta do it's all this extra work, you know, to level up. But anyway, that's besides the point. I'm assuming we're bound, okay? It says it's connected. Connected is enough. Whether it's bound or not, you know, that's a totally different thing entirely. Remote on, mobile key, message. What's that do? Can I turn on the anti-theft? I mean, that's only if the anti-theft is wired in. Because there's several red wires of red connectors. Those are for you know, those are for, you know, the alarm and everything. So, well, yeah, I see some things lit up. See that put that motor reverse direction, now it's lit up. So it's pretty enough connected to the and also see that on top, it's saying the name. That's the model number of my Fardriver right here. ND737230. That's my Fardriver. That's the exact model number. So I'm good to go. We'll just start changing things. You know what it is, man? This thing is like, it's Chinese, okay? The bike itself works weird. You know, to be honest with you, it works weird. Okay, so I got up the speed for a low gear. Just say bind, okay? Fuck it. You know, I'm trying to raise the speed for middle gear. Power output. I mean, I guess it has to match what the power output is. You know what? This Fardriver is capable of way more power than oh, it says 2,000 watts. That's good. So it's trying to match what my thing has. You know, so I think we're good as far as it not burning out the damn Fardriver. It's working at 2,000 watts. I'm good. It's like adjusted to whatever, you know, whatever voltage it's getting. See, it's current 300 milliamps. %. I'm trying to raise the speed up. You know? Especially for low gear, because right now what I have functioning is low gear, low power control mode, control power, blah, 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 rated voltages. I'm gonna leave that alone. Oh, bound. The device is bound. Ooh, oh shit, oh shit. Now I'm getting excited. You had to do this part, the base parameters, then it's bound. See, we're learning everything on the go. And I'll tell you, man, those goddamn, a lot of other YouTubers, they just gloss over so many things you need to know. So you want to make sure it's bound, average connected, do the base parameters first. Then it'll be bound. And then you can work your way down to the low other parameters. Now we're gonna see, I set this up. I'm gonna save this, what I put in here. Save the changes I just made. I'm gonna save it and we'll see how it works, and hopefully it doesn't start smoking, because when we had it running too high before, that shit started smoking. Okay, Open Pro Oboe, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I'm gonna do? The Pro mode, it has a lot of stuff, but limit 2,000 RPM. Let's say I change it to 3,000, see what happens. Okay, we're doing some testing here. We're gonna change it to 3,000 RPM. Hopefully it won't blow up. Okay, add some more speed. Phase current. Regen is boost pin 13 invalid, side and pin invalid, backward pin 4 pin 8. There's like the wires, and luckily they have the app, the PDF. It tells everything about all the apps. So which app is, which wire is connected to what pin, you know, on the Fardriver. So even if you look at, it's like a 30 pin layout, a 30 pin port, and it tells you each wire, what pin each wire is connected to. So it's really hard to mess it up as long as you follow that PDF. It's very helpful, and it was helpful when I was helping the guy install it. 'Cause he didn't know which wire took the 72 volts, you know, to start up the Fardriver, and that's the orange wire, the on wire. And the ignition and the alarm both use a 72 volt line. So we use pin 1 and pin 11. I'm looking at it's a lot of shit here. I'm not gonna change too much. I'm just gonna like screw, you know, make, you know, raise the speed a little bit, and then, you know, see what I got. You know, I'm gonna just raise the speed a little bit, and then try not to change too much. I'll have to check out some other YouTubers when they raised up their phase current. The phase current and the line current. I'm not gonna change that yet. I'm gonna just change the speed a little bit and save it, and then see how it works. Because you don't want to change too many things at once, so then you won't know what you did wrong. Low speed line ratio 55%. Low speed phase ratio, I'll change it to line ratio 60%. Line ratio 55%. Phase ratio, I'm gonna change it a little bit. Change it to 65%. And that's all I'm changing. I'm not gonna change much more, because I need to trace what I did, you know. Okay. This percentage. Okay. Phase ratio 72%. Okay, change that to 72% phase ratio. That's basically about it. You know, phase and line, that's about the current. It's in reference to the current, how much current's going to it. And so we'll just change that only, and then save it, and then try not to change anything else. That's not too high. It's higher, so I'll get maybe a little bit more speed. Because right now I'm running a low gear. That's the only gear that works reliably. I have to change how it goes in high gear. I mean, and as far as this goes, all the settings are only for low gear and mid gear. So maybe that's all that's available. That's why it only had 2 speeds. You know, when we set it up, he said it has 2 gears. You know, and maybe that's what all was on the wires, and that's what he set up to the throttle. So that's what I got. So, you know, so if anything, if I do change anything else, I'm gonna save this right now and test it out, and then I'm gonna if I need to, I'll raise up mid line ratio and mid line speed to higher, you know, to see how it works. You know, I'll raise it up, so I'll get more speed out of mid speed. I don't want to change too much stuff right now, because, you know, it could be too much stuff to track. And that's pretty much where we are. So subscribe to VF Warlord Forever for in-depth, detailed information on how to upgrade your RZ Ninja if you do get one. Now they call it RZ. It's just called the RZ7. I think it's just called the. I forgot what they call it. I think it's the RZ7 or something now. They changed the name because the new model, the 2024 model, is just called like the R7. I think it's still called the R7. That's what it's called. It's not called RZ anymore. But it's the same bike basically. Just like, updating the the outside maybe, and maybe a few changes to the display. But other than that, it's pretty much the same bike, same speed. If you want to get any more speed out of it, you got to get a Fardriver. And I mean, I got insufficient information. Cause I was asking what's the right Fardriver to get, and they said any Fardriver, because it's like because none of them are really made for the bike. They're made for like e-bikes in general. So it's not specifically made for RZ Ninja. You can put it in there, but you can put it in there, but it's not specifically made for it. So that means you can put any Fardriver in here. But when you really look at it, they're like racing Fardrivers. You know what I'm saying? But the wattage is ridiculous. You look at the wattage, it's like 1,600 watts or some crazy shit like that. Like this is 2,000 watts, right? The next motor up from this motor is a 2,000 watt motor, right? The next motor up from this is the 5,000 watt motor. So, but some of those Fardrivers I saw listed, the racing ones, they're like 1,600 watts. So you'd have to get a serious motor in here, That's when it gets more expensive. That's why a lot of the more expensive e-bikes are like, $7,000, $30,000, because the motors are so much, better, like high grade motors, So anyway, that's where we are with this, and I saved it. Okay, saved. Return to simple mode. See how we got. We're gonna test it out. I'm gonna test the throttle. I'm gonna cut it off for a second, and then flip the circuit breaker and then turn it back on. So then it should be set into what it is now. Okay, and then we'll test it out. So here we go. Live, doing it live. Turn to simple mode. So now it's in simple mode again. Park function. Asphalt road TCS function. I have to look up some of these settings. I don't know. I'm not familiar with all of them. Okay. So, thank God, man. 'Cause I was kind of bummed, man. I went to all this trouble, and then the stupid app was not connecting to the bike for like hours. I was out there like 3 hours trying to get to the bike, and it wasn't working. So I figured I may be screwed. I may have to get a whole new phone just to get the app to work. But luckily, that's not the case. You got to go on Reddit and find a whole list. There's a link that has a whole list of every Fardriver app that's ever been released. This initial app was just the one I found on Google. I found one app. It's not specifically up to date to work with this bike or this Fardriver. So I found every Fardriver app for both PC and the phone that's been released in the last 10 years, and I downloaded them all. So I used some of them to upgrade this. So here we go. So we're good to go now. Thank God. It's patchable. All right, I'm testing this thing out real quick because this video is getting kind of long. Cut it off. Yeah, well, I just flipped the circuit breaker. All right, but I gotta get my hand in there to flip it back. Gotta get a little leverage. Oh shit! This thing weighs 350 pounds. I'm parked out front, so. All right. Let's test this bitch out. It's up on a jack, so I can just have it running. You know what I'm saying? What the hell? Lock exposure, what the fuck does that mean? I'm learning new things about the GoPro. Alright, here we go. Oh shit. Yeah, there's smoke coming from it. That's not good. I gotta lower it. That's either the... Smell like burnt rubber though. You know? The wheel touching? I'm trying to see if the wheel's touching something, cause yeah, like the tire is touching something. Cause that smoke was the wheel burning. That's the wheel burning from rubbing something. That's not smoke coming from the Fardriver. Fuck. Yeah, the wheel's kind of touching the ground. I gotta pump this up a little bit. Fuck. It's a good thing I didn't, get scared, panic or whatever. That's just the wheel touching the fucking floor. Cause I moved the bike a little. But I had to get to, get my hand in there. Okay, lock exposure, what the fuck that means? Oh, so I guess I was doing the burnout. That's kind of funny. Okay. Now, wheels off the ground. Alright, let's try that again. It's definitely faster. It's making a lot more noise. But what gear is in it? It's in low gear. I think that may be a little too much because it's cutting up. It's getting hot. That means if it's going like that, that means the motor's getting hot, and it's telling the motor to, cut off and save the motor. This is how it was when it was in high speed, when I had it in, there's a loop cable for this, right? There's a loop cable for this that can stick the bike in high speed only. And when it was like that, it was cutting off. It was running for a little bit and cutting off. So I think this is too high. The settings I put were too high. It's capable of more than this motor can do. If I change the motor and put the 5,000 watt motor, then I'll be able to, crank it up like I had it. But I think it's cranked up a little too high for this motor. Yeah. Drop it back down to yeah, well, that's the next thing I'm gonna do is get the 5,000 watt motor. Actually, when I went there to the shop, I took the Fly Wing e-bike. I was asking them if they had a 5,000 watt motor, but they didn't have one in stock. So I was gonna get one and pop it in here. I pulled out enough money out of the bank to buy the motor. I took out a G. So I could buy the motor plus get the Fardriver installed and everything, So I was prepared to buy a new motor. A new motor costs like $400. The 5,000 watt motor costs like $400. But I'd rather buy it from them because they know which one to get. I don't know which one to get. When you buy stuff online, you don't know what you're fucking getting, All right, well, we're gonna lower the settings back, and then this shit will be able to fucking drive. Drop it back to like lower gear, lower speed, so it can actually run until I upgrade the motor. When I upgrade the motor, this shit's gonna be fun. Now I'm fully capable of programming the Fardriver. All I need is a better motor, and I'm good to go. This shit is going to be hot. Ghost Rider, Robotet, Scott Bernard, the Cyclone, the Bat Pod, in Dark Knight, it was just called the Dark Knight actually. Anyway, when the Bat Pod jumps out of the Batmobile, I think I like disabled. It's like that, bro, because that was electric also, actually, the EV, electric vehicle. So I guess Christopher Nolan was ahead of the curve. All right, Via 4 Lord signing off. like, comment, and subscribe to VUF Warlord Forever. And also, Naughty Bev Bikes, because I'm going to have a separate channel just for the bikes alone. You know, because people like everything separate and about, you know, One Trick Pony YouTube channel. So I have a channel just for this stuff about the bike alone. All right, and that's it. Signing off.